Hello and welcome to our 30th session. This is phase 2 of our local AI video pipeline setup. Today, we are tackling a critical step, configuring a clean and stable PyTorch GPU environment from scratch. We will be covering step-by-step installation for two specific setups, a desktop running with NVIDIA RTX 5070 Ti with 16 GB video RAM and an RTX 4060 laptop GPU with 8 GB video RAM. If you are working with the newer Blackwell architecture on the RTX 50 series, you might have to run into some SIM 120 compatibility errors with older PyTorch builds. We will walk through the exact Anaconda and PIP commands needed to install the correct CUDA 12.8 or 13 builds to bypass those issues. For the 4060 laptop, we will set up a dedicated test environment optimized for its 8 GB of video RAM and 8.9 compute capabilities. We won't just stop at basic detection. We will also build reusable diagnostic scripts to run real matrix multiplication tests, ensuring your hardware is genuinely executing the computational workloads. By the end of this guide, your desktop will be prepped up as your main production machine and your laptop will be perfectly configured for preparation and lighter batches, setting the perfect foundation for our dubbing pipeline. So, let's get started. Before we start, see that you have your latest NVIDIA drivers installed. So to check it, come into the system tray and you have NVIDIA here. Right click and open NVIDIA app. Come into drivers. We have the latest version installed here. If you doesn't have the latest version, you will see the download button here. If you are seeing reinstall, then you are having the latest version already installed. Close NVIDIA app, come into Windows search and I am going to search for Anaconda prompt. I am going to run it as administrator. First, I will run the command nvidia-smi and press enter. If you scroll up, you can see all the processes that is using the GPU, and also on the top you have driver version 596.36 and CUDA version is 13.2 and you have 16 GB of memory. To begin with our PyTorch configuration, I will first create a new Conda environment. You already know how to create the environment. We are going to do it by typing Conda create, then add -n and the name. I am going to call this as torch underscore GPU. Python, I am going to use version 3.10-y, and now if I press enter, the new environment is now getting ready. Next, I have to activate it. So, Conda activate torch underscore GPU and press enter. Torch GPU is my active Conda environment. First, I am going to update package managers. I will type Python add -m. I will call pip install add to -upgrade pip. If I press enter, Python will be updated to the latest version. You type here pip 2-version, you can see you have the latest version 26.1.1. I have to install the packages of PyTorch. I am going to maximize this Anaconda prompt window. Type pip install torch space torch vision space torch audio, and I am going to install all this from index-url from where I am going to do this installation. https://download.pytorch.org/WHL. WHL stands for wheel /CUDA version CU130. This is the latest version, and if you want to check this, copy this HTTPS link, press Ctrl+C to copy, come into the browser and press Ctrl+V and press enter, and if you see the list of files like this, it means that this is an active wheel. I change this from 13 to 131, then you are going to see an error. 131 is not there. The latest version we have is 130. Close my browser, come back to Anaconda prompt, and with this command type, press enter. It is downloading Torch 2.11, Torch Vision, Torch Audio, and it is setting it up. This will take a few minutes just to now download 1.9 GB of file. So now the installation is complete. Type CLS to clear the screen. Type Python-C. It means that whatever string I am going to type next, I want Python to read it as a command. To write this string, I will start with inverted comma. Import torch, I will end it with semicolon. The next command it has to execute it has to print. I will add open bracket torch period the version number, and for this version number I have to add 2 underscores version, end it with 2 underscore. I will end it with close bracket, add semicolon. I also wanted to print, again print open bracket torch period version period CUDA, close the bracket and close it with inverted commas. I want this to import torch, print torch version and torch CUDA version. And now if I press enter, the first torch version is 2.110 and CUDA version is CU130. 13 is the torch CUDA version. And if it shows this, it means that my torch and is installed correctly. Next, I want to detect the GPU. Instead of writing this multiple commands as a string and running it with the parameter -c, I am now going to create a complete Python script. Come into your Windows and open File Explorer. In D drive AI Studio Audio Scripts, I am going to right click and create a new text document, and I am going to call this as GPU underscore detect.py. If it asks for rename, click on S, and this has created a Python file. I will right click and open it in Visual Studio Code. In the first line, I am going to import torch, end it with semicolon. Then next, I am going to print, add open close bracket, single quote. I am going to type CUDA available. This is a string. I will add a space. I will come out of the closing single quote, then add a comma, torch period CUDA period is available, and add open close bracket, because this is a function and this is a Boolean value. It will either show true or false. Then I will come out of this close bracket and add a semicolon. Come to next line, print, add open close bracket, add single quote, and inside the single quote, I will type GPU count. I will come out of the closing single quote, add comma, add a space here after count, after comma, torch period CUDA period device underscore count, add open close bracket. Because again, this is a function. So this is going to test for how many CUDA devices I have it in my machine. Then I will come out of the close bracket, add semicolon, press enter. Next, I am going to print, add open close bracket, single quote. I am going to print the GPU name, add space, come out of the closing single quote, add a comma, torch period CUDA period get underscore device underscore name open close bracket. In the bracket, I have to mention the name of my first GPU. So I will put it as 0. Before this closing bracket, I will also check for a condition. If torch period CUDA period is available, when this condition is true, only then this will be executed. Else, if this condition is not true, then I will add a single quote. It has to show me no GPU detected. I will come out of the closing bracket and add semicolon. I will press enter. Next, I am going to print, add open close bracket, add single quote, and in between single quote, PyTorch CUDA version. I will add a colon and press space. I will come out of the closing single quote, add a comma, then torch period version period CUDA. I will come out of this and end it with semicolon. I will go to file and save this. Come back to my Anaconda prompt, and here I will just type Python to execute this code. I will come back to my folder where I have the script, I will copy this path, come into Anaconda prompt and paste it. Then add backward slash and I am going to call this script GPU underscore detect.py and press enter. CUDA available is true. GPU count is 1. GPU name is NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5070 Ti and PyTorch CUDA version is 13. So whenever you want to detect this, I have converted this into a Python script. You also got an idea about how to write simple Python script. Now next I want to run a simple GPU computation and see that my 5070 Ti is correctly functioning with my PyTorch. And to test this, I am going to create one more script. I will come into my scripts folder, that is DAI Studio Audio Scripts, right click, new text document, and I am going to call this now as GPU underscore compute.py. Press enter, and if it asks this confirmation, click on S, and I will select this GPU underscore .py file, right click and open it in Visual Studio Code. Import torch, end it with semicolon, then press enter. I will set X value equal to torch period random RANDN. I will add an open close bracket and inside that I will set a matrix size of 5000 comma 5000, add comma. I will add device equals and in single quote I will name this as CUDA. I will come out of this bracket and add a semicolon. So this is going to create a matrix of 5000 and 5000. Then I will press enter and I will set the Y value equal to X at X and end it with semicolon. Then I will press enter. I will call torch period CUDA period synchronize. Add open close bracket and end it with semicolon. Next, press enter, print, add open close bracket, y dot shape. I am going to print it, come out of the close bracket, press semicolon, then press enter. If all this happens correctly, then I want to print in open close bracket, add single quote, and inside the single quote, I will type GPU complete test passed. And I will come out of the open bracket, I will come out of single quote and close bracket and end it with semicolon. I will come into file and I am going to now save it. And once I save this, I will come back to Anaconda prompt. I am going to type Python space, come into my Explorer script folder, copy this path, DAI Studio Audio Script, right click and copy it, come here and paste it, add a backslash and my script name GPU underscore compute.py and press enter. Now I am getting an error here. It is saying device is not defined because if I come back to my script, after device, instead of adding equals, I have added a hyphen. So I will add equals. I will come into file, save this, again come back into Anaconda prompt, press the upper arrow so I get the previous command and press enter. And now it has done the computation. You can see the torch size is 5000 by 5000, GPU complete test passed. And this indicates that my PyTorch is communicating with my GPU RTX 5070 correctly. To check whether our GPU is running correctly whenever something breaks, I have already compiled a complete torch checking a Python script and I have provided it on my Patreon page. If you come into the YouTube page or the e-learning page, scroll down and in the description, if you click on more, you have a Patreon link there. Click on this and when you come into the Patreon page, if you scroll down, I have provided below this 29C file, check torch gpu.py file. Click on this to download it, and once it is downloaded, come to the download folder, select this file, right click and cut it. Come back into DAI Studio Audio Scripts folder, right click and paste it. Come back to Anaconda prompt and type Python space and again come into your script folder, copy the path, come to Anaconda prompt, press Ctrl V, then add backward slash, the name of the file, check underscore torch underscore GPU.py, and if you press enter, it is now going to check for the Python executable where it is there. It will check the Python version, PyTorch CUDA version, CUDA available true, GPU count 1, GPU name, total VRAM available, compute capability 12, running GPU calculation test, allocated VRAM, reserved VRAM, GPU compute test passed. Whenever you have some issue, you can just run this script and know what is the problem that you are facing. So if you come back into the scripts folder, that is AI Studio audio script, if you select this check underscore torch underscore GPU.py file, right click, and if you open it in Visual Studio Code, you can go through this code. I have explained this code line by line in a PDF file, and you can sit and go through it to understand what each line does. With this, we have successfully installed the PyTorch wheel for our RTX 5070 Ti machine, and for any machine you can use the same procedure to carry out the installation. And if you come into the Patreon page, I have attached a PDF file where all these commands are given to you both for 5070 Ti machine and also for 4060 laptop. And in our next session, we are going to install Faster Whisper and test English transcriptions.